Good morning, good morning. I'm Ari, I'm the Thrifty Picker. And let me go over here and check this. Get the chat up. There we go. I gotta remember to turn the sound off because I was watching YouTube videos while I was working last night. So let me get that taken care of here. Oh, it's already muted. Good. 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 I'm dragging a little bit today. Just a tad. Yeah. Up till midnight last night. I got 25 items listed last night. 25. And I get to bed till after midnight. Well, it was almost midnight. It's probably about quarter till or something like that when I finally. Good morning, Shantae. How are you doing? Well, again, I only sold one item, and guess what it was? Another coffee mug. Little did I know that by calling this the morning mug, would I be selling coffee mugs every night. But maybe I should have called it the $1 million sales. Maybe I wake up to yeah, me too. I'm a little groggy this morning. That's only my first cup of coffee. I imagine I'm going to have about 4 more before the day's over. So I have another big bag of clothing to work through today, but I have to run to the post office, ship out an item because it's actually going out to Chick Pecker, so they won't let me print first class postage, unless it's through eBay. This wasn't through eBay. This is just a gift to Valerie. And I'm out of my little stamp labels for my Dymo, so now I have to make a trip to the post office, but that's okay. I got to run into town real quick anyway, so kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, I sold another coffee mug, just one. Any sale's better than no sale. This is made by 222 Fifth London Tour. It's just a London print. It's got all the the Crown, Big Ben, the Royal Guards, the London Bridge, a couple other things. But yeah, it's sold for $15.99, so plus shipping, so I can't beat that. That's one of the tall mugs. But it was another one that caught my eye. And I've had this probably for about 6 months or so, maybe a little bit longer. I'll have to look at my records and see, but it's even got the little double stacker bus on it. And that'll be a perfect example of using the larger, or the half, which I think I already did use that other one. I'll have to cut another shoebox down, half of a shoebox, because it's definitely not going to fit in the 4x4x6 because it's the tall. So, but yeah, I managed to get 25 items listed last night, so I'm hoping all goes well, and they all sell really quickly since I'm revamping everything again. I'm changing, which I've got most of this. Just happened to be one that I changed over to calculated shipping. I'm changing everything over to that because I had everything free shipping, and I like to experiment with my store and see what works, what doesn't. So, but I have about another 700 items to switch over to calculated shipping, which means I have to bring tote in, go through it, weigh everything, make my changes, and put it back out in inventory. So, not to mention 15,000 other things I got to do today. So, it's been crazy. I sat up last night writing out, like a plan of action, what I need to do. And one thing I'm contemplating, which I have a spare bedroom over here, but it's for guests, and we usually have a lot of people stay over, especially during the summer when we have our yard parties, because we don't like them to drink and drive. So they end up in the spare bedroom and all over my floors or whatever. But anyway, I was going to turn that into my photo studio because it was at one time. And when my son moved back in, I had to buy a bed, another bed, blah, blah, blah. So it's now a actual spare bedroom. So I can't, there's no room in there. It's not a very big room for me to have a spare bedroom and a photo studio. So I got a friend of mine that runs a storage place over here, just like 3 minutes from the house, 3 or 4 minutes from the house, maybe 5 tops, depending on traffic. And I'm going to see if he's got a small storage unit that has equipped with electricity, and I'm going to turn that into a photo studio / processing center, because I am to the point where I just don't have enough room. And I knew I would get to that point again. I was there at one time where I had over almost 2,000 items in my store, and I just kind of dropped everything out that wasn't selling. I got rid of a lot of stuff and donated to the church. And I was able to pretty much comfortably work in my office. Sometimes it would overflow out onto the kitchen counter, and I would work out there. But now I'm getting to the point where, now that I'm buying pallets every month, I'm running out of room. So I'm going to have somewhere to store stuff. So I'm going to try to get one of the smaller units, which is not too bad. It's like, I think I paid, like, last time I had a smaller unit, I actually got it for my son for all his crap. And of course, he didn't want to pay for it, so I ended up paying for it. I thought, well, if I'm going to pay for it, I'm going to use it. So I started storing my eBay stuff in there. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to set it up, with a process side of it for incoming stuff, with shelving and some totes, and process it there, photograph it there, and then bring it home and put it in inventory I have here, because I have another back shed that's for hard goods. So a lot of the pallet stuff will be considered hard goods, and there's room for probably 4 more 4-foot long shelving units for totes. So I have room for that, but I don't like storing my clothing out there. So it goes into the new barn that's, insulated and stuff like that. So, and moisture can't get to it. So all clothing and shoes will be in the front half of the barn. That's my half. The other half is our actual bar that we built out there. So, but that one out there is it's just the old aluminum arrow shed that I insulated myself and sealed and all that good stuff. But still, I don't like keeping clothing and shoes out there. Ooh. So, but that's all I had for today. It was just one mug. But a sale's a sale. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, it's rough when you don't have enough room. And I live in what we call a modified mobile home. It was my parents', and I acquired it after my divorce. It was free, so yeah, I'm going to take it. And I grew up here, so it's still home to me. Most people say, "Oh, you live in a trailer?" No, it's a home. It's got 4 walls and a roof. It's a home. Period. That's the way I look at it. We used to get picked on all the time growing up as kids, being from a mobile home park, and it's actually a village. It had a commissary, a laundromat, stuff like that. So I mean, it was a village. We were our own little village, and that's what it's called. It's Shadow Lake Village. So and the snooty kids at school would make fun of us for living in one, and I basically told one of them off. Her dad was like really, really rich, I was like, hey, my house has 4 walls and a roof and windows and doors, just like you. I said, but how often do you see your parents? I said, I see mine every day. I said, my mom gets up and fixes me breakfast every single day. My dad's home every single day. I said, yours are working their asses off just to have a big giant house that they don't even get to enjoy. I said, how often? I said, how many times does your mom make you breakfast? I said, how often do you actually see them for dinner? I said, how many times do you have to put stuff, eat frozen TV dinners or something? I said, because her dad was a doctor, and I can't. I think her mom was a lawyer or something. I can't remember. But she always looked down her nose at everybody, and I was like one that they really picked on. So I just flat told her off in front of the whole everybody. So, and then we ended up being friends after that. It's like, I don't know, maybe I struck a nerve, and so, but she ended up coming over and hanging out, and stuff like that. So, hey, it's not always a bad thing to see how the other half lives. But yeah, it's just kids are mean, and it has never bothered me to say where I'm proud of where I come from. It's helped make me who I am today. And if people don't like me, I say, yeah, you can kiss my ass. That's all I gotta say. uh, yeah, I'd say so too. I had great, loving parents. They taught me a lot. My dad was a Marine. My mom was, a housewife. I mean, she worked when she could, when she needed to, but for the most part, she was here every day. My dad was home every day after he got out of the Marines and stuff. He was driving a truck when I was real little. And then he retired from that and actually started become assistant manager here at the park. So I mean, he was always here, and it was a great life. And we live out in the country. So I mean, we have a 7-acre lake. We have woods all around us. I mean, it was a great place to grow up. And we're actually planning a reunion of us. We call them the Shadow Lakers. Um, all those kids that grew up here, and they're all coming here to my house, and we're gonna have a big get together in the spring. So, uh, and we have our own Facebook page, and all the people that grew up here share memories. I mean, it was a great place to live. It's like camping out every day. I mean, so, but yeah, this is where I do my eBay businesses, and in this bedroom right here was my old bedroom. It's like maybe, I don't know, 10 by 12 at most, maybe 8 by 12. No, it's a 10 by 12. That's not a lot of room, especially when you have a huge, I got a big desk. It goes this way and then comes around this way. And what I had taken kitchen cabinets and somebody was giving away, and I brought them in here and I put them in, situated them, and built a top on them, and perfect desk. It just takes up a lot of room, but I like it. So, but this is where I conduct my business, and I also make jewelry. I do all kinds of stuff in here, and I do vinyl cutting. So I mean, it's just like neat. Everything's just like closing in around me. But eBay is my main sources of extra income. Is this, or I should say, main income. So this is where I make my most money. So I have to make adjustments. If it means putting out $60 extra a month for more space, and then I'm going to do that. So, but yeah, that's all I sold today. Another quick video. And then I got to get this packed up. I got to get that package run to the post office. So hopefully I'll be back in time for the morning show, hopefully, or sometime I'll be popping in there. So, yeah. I mean, everybody that walks in my office, they love my office because I have it decorated too. I have like Scooby-Doo over here on this corner on the wall, and then I have like I've got Hot Wheels that I collect, hanging on the wall. I've got just little knickknacks everywhere, and I got so they like coming in and they just like looking at everything. It's like, oh, that is so cool. But over here in this mess, this has to go. I got 2 totes here. I can't even see my TV because I've got my backdrop hanging from my ceiling. So I can't watch my TV here because I need somewhere to take pictures. So I mean, it's just So yeah, I've got to get to work. Thank you, Shantae, for coming in. I'm going to get off here, get me some more coffee. I got to get to the post office and get back so I can start hitting this pile over here. So I'm Laurie. I'm the Thrifty Picker. This was my morning mug. Literally another mug. So I'll see y'all later. See you over in Valerie's show. Bye, everybody.